Hi everyone, Kirk here with Kirk's Motorrad Shop, Crystal Lake, Illinois, bringing you another diagnosis video. So this bike is here. This is a 2018 K1600B. It's got like 26,000 miles on it, and the customer complaint is that the fuel gauge is not operating properly. He said that it's always reading full. Now, I don't have any history on this bike. I don't know if it was in for a service. I'm suspecting maybe that this bike went in for a fuel pump issue. You know how they can lock up on these K1600 sometimes? Maybe somebody was in there messing around with the fuel pump and got the float stuck. There's actually a float mechanism in these. Thank God they did away with those awful fuel strips. Anyway, I'm thinking that's what's going on. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring the camera over by the gate, over where the fuel gauge is. We'll take a quick look. I'll verify, yes indeed it is full. And then I'm going to remove some fuel out of the tank. I'm going to probably pull, I don't know, most of it out. I'll just put my, my siphon hose in there, drain the fuel tank out, turn the bike on again, see what's going on. I want to verify that before I start removing covers and taking a hammer to this thing. So let's go after that. All right, let's turn this thing on. This one's got one of those horrible alarms. Oh, I don't like those alarms. You guys know how I feel about that. So yeah, it is reading right here. You can see it's all the way up at the top. Absolutely reading a full tank. So let me pull some fuel out of this thing. Or at least just verify. Maybe it's already empty. I don't know. I don't think so. It's only got 23 miles on it. It's likely that the customer resets this every time he fills it up. So he probably just filled this thing up. Okay, using my flashlight here and just looking in the tank. Well, it's already empty. It's mostly empty. I can see pretty much right to the bottom of this thing. So yeah. I think what I'm going to do now is because the tank is already mostly empty, I'm going to get my camera in there and just see if I can look around and diagnose it from here. So I took and my camera, looked down in there, and I can't really see anything that would be holding it up the, not like the little bail is hooked on something. So I'm gonna have to pull the back of the tank off and see what's going on. So I'm gonna pull the rest of the fuel out of this, and then I'll bring it back once I get to the point of pulling the fuel pump out. If you don't know how to pull out your fuel pump, if you're looking at this video because you wanted to find out how to do that, I do have other videos out there on how to fix the fuel pump, and that's going to show you step by step on how to get your fuel pump out of your K16. So do check that one out, but I'll bring this one back in just a moment. Let's take this apart and see what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to lose gas here. I tried to use my siphon on this thing, and it really felt like it just didn't siphon all the way down to the bottom. So might have an issue with gas coming out. So I'm gonna hope that's not going to be the case, and we're going to have a giant mess here. Of course it's me, but I'm just going to put a shop rag down there and hope for the best. Hopefully, not gonna have gas everywhere. Nope, good. Alright. Hoping just to pull this out of here just far enough that I can see what's going on with that little sensor. Let me get the light out. I feel like that sensor wire might be laying on the bottom. This back in. I'm gonna have to pull the air box off in order to get this out. Back in a minute. All right, hopefully this is out of the way enough. Should be. Let's see what's going on in here. Uh-huh. There's the problem. What a shocker. So whoever put this thing back in knocked this thing right off of its housing, and that's why the thing is constantly reading that the tank is full. Pretty easy to knock off. Goes on like that. Have to secure it a little bit better though. There we go. Alright, that's how it goes on. Clips on just like that. Now I know that pump is going to work just fine. Or the not the pump, but the, oh, you guys, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to take this part off. This is definitely the hard part of this job, is sliding all this stuff through this collar. But we got to do it. We got to put the collar in first. Okay. Yeah, that fuel tank was low enough. This guy's gonna need gas. Really glad he showed up with a mostly empty tank. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put a little bit of lubricant along this edge right here to help facilitate this going in. Otherwise, it will push the gasket inside the tank, and then I'll have a leak. Ask me how I know. Definitely don't like having open gas in the shop like this. Open tank, I should say. Makes me feel funny. Not funny in a good way. Try to get this done as quickly as I can, so I'll just sit here suffering. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to put this very slowly and carefully back in here. I think I almost got it. Hope. Plug those in. I'm not going to start it or anything, but I just want to see if my gas gauge is working now. Gas gauge is working. It's going down. It's going way down. Down to 2 bars. So, success. I was starting to think it wasn't working, but no, it is. It's working. So, just hopefully it's all sealed up now too. Alright, I'm going to put that ring back on, put this thing back together, and this guy's going to be good to go. So, glad I could repair that. These are no fun to work on, guys. Don't recommend it, but oh well. It's just parts and time, right? Thanks so much for watching. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one.